Welcome to the 1 Minute Apologist. 1 Minute Apologist. If you had 1 minute to be able to unpack for the audience, we interview the world's leading apologists to provide credible answers to curious questions. Mike, some critics of the Gospels say you can't trust them because they're based on oral tradition. And that is to say that when the words were first said, up until the time that they were recorded, we lost a lot of credibility in that gap, kind of like the telephone game that we've heard about. Is that the case? Can we not trust the scriptures then?
No, I think the game of telephone where you whisper someone's ear and it goes to the back of the room and it changes, I think that's a bad analogy. I think a better analogy would be the forms within the martial arts. And anyone who's studied it for any length of time in the martial arts knows that you learn forms. There's the sequence of moves, blocks and punches and kicks. And you do this to develop coordination and perfect your technique. Now, when you're learning these forms, they've been passed down from generation to generation. And in the traditional martial arts, we're talking hundreds and hundreds of years, and they go unchanged. In martial arts, it's respect, it's tradition, it's honor, it's focus. You would never dream of changing any of those moves. So when I learned Taekwondo back in the 1980s, I was learning. One of my instructors was an 8th degree black belt who'd learned from the founder of Taekwondo. And so when I was learning within, say, 20 years of the founding of the art, my instructor could say, Mike, I'm giving to you, I'm passing along to you what I received from the founder. Paul in 1 Corinthians 15 says to the church, I delivered to you what I also received, probably from the Jerusalem apostolic leadership. And that's within 20 years. So it's even better. We can be really confident based on our knowledge that Paul was a stickler for maintaining the purity of the tradition, that he was imparting to them unaltered what he had received.